Ladies and gentlemen, for your consideration,
the best of the best, my legendary children. Category is All Stars.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
May the best woman win.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
May the best woman win.
Welcome to the RuPaul's Drag Race Recap Show, first response for All-Star Season 2, Episode 1, titled All-Star Talent Show Extravaganza. My name is Joe Batance, and I am joined, as always, by my two own personal All-Stars. From the podcast, Pod is my co-pilot. Everyone give a warm Michelle Williams round of applause to Taylor T. Latte Boy.
That's the sweetest thing you have ever said about us.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you
I
didn't
say thank you. I just made a statement.
Yeah.
How are you, Joe? Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
Never
Go.
mind.
You know what? Yeah, we don't need Daniel right now. I'm doing well, Taylor. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. My diabetes is a little more in check today. Found out about that at the endocrinologist.
Oh, has it not been? Let me tell you something. I have diabetes. Mm-hmm. But my diabetes, I think, is mostly under control.
All right, seriously, Joe, I need you to turn your gain down just a smidge. And Taylor, I need you to turn yours up just a smidge.
Okay. It's so funny. I think that is the problem. Okay. How is that?
You were fine in pre-show, but then you were pegging it in the intro. That's fine. It's fine. We're moving on. It's fine, Joe Batance. Taylor, how do you
that voice you're hearing is the dominating voice of, from Dubious Intent, one Mr. Daniel J. Brewer.
You know that the filters are going to take out that big silence. Oh my God, no one will even know that silence was there. Hello, Joe Batance. Thank you so much.
Hello, Daniel Brewer. The conversation wasn't about him for 30 seconds.
No, it wasn't that. Honestly, I was willing to let it go, but I'm just like, oh no, it's like you're going to be ducking. And so go back.
Have you heard AfterBuzz TV? Have you heard AfterBuzz TV?
I just know that right now, due to the quality content that we're providing, PickPete.com is so glad that they picked us to sponsor. To be their show they sponsor.
PickPete.com is already running their own contest.
So, yeah, you did it again.
Us.
Taylor, maybe you're just not getting close enough to your microphone or something. It's like Batance is back off a little bit. There we go.
Okay, well, all right. How about that?
Oh my God!
No, I need you more, Taylor. Give me more, Taylor.
How about this? Is that better?
That is excellent. Stay right there.
Well, it's turned up all the way.
Well, that's the best.
Like me.
That's the best. Turn it up all the way.
Mine is turned almost all the way down. I'm not even being funny.
I think, Joe, if you just backed up like an inch, just you pulled back an inch, you'd be fine.
How's that?
No, that's too far.
For every time he heard
that's
that.
too far.
Oh, well then, if I pulled back an inch, I'd be out of the anus completely. Pickbeat.com.
I had a full mouthful of beer when you said that. Oh my God, I almost gave my cat a beer bath.
At pickpete.com, go to RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars and pick your queens. This is what they signed up for, guys.
Oh, God.
I just got an alert. PayPal wants their money back.
Oh, my. Anyway, shall we talk about the queens that walked into the workroom that fateful day long ago when this thing was filmed? Unless, of course, you're listening to the library's opening, which happened in real time.
Oh, I wonder if the library open is even doing it this season. I should ask.
I don't know.
Joseph L. Buhecker.
I saw something about that they are.
Oh, okay.
I do have some breaking news, though. The Jay Ellis show featuring Kenny Harrison will be on Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to watch the Jay Ellis show with featuring Kenny Harrison on AfterBuzz TV, it'll be on Sunday evenings at 8 p.m.
Who's Kenny Harrison?
Exactly.
Wait, guys, that's so not nice.
I really don't know who Kenny Harrison is.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, there is a show on AfterBuzz TV that they also do RuPaul's Drag Race. Daniel is throwing shade, and the host of the show is Kenny Harrison. Okay. The co-hosts of the show are Lorraine Love, Jackie B, and Jay Ellis, friend of the show, Jay Ellis.
Jackie B123 and Derek. No, not Derek.
Barry.
No, Lorraine Love.
Lorraine Love.
Anyway.
And they host the AfterBuzz TV show.
I love all of them. I love Kenny Harrison. I'm just making a joke. I'm calling it the JLS show featuring Kenny Harrison. But your line is great, Taylor. It's absolutely.
It wasn't a line. I don't know who that person is.
Anyway, I'm sorry. This is going to
pretty.
be one of those evenings. So, Joe Batans, why don't we talk about these secondhand queens that walked
Well, I
into
think
our...
one thing I want to talk about before we should explain what we're going to do. So
Oh,
this
that's
isn't
right. Yeah,
gonna,
we should do that.
This isn't going to usually happen. Usually it's going to be one of us. Starting next week, it'll be one of. In fact, it'll be Daniel. Daniel, you're next week, right?
Oh, wait. No, I'm going to be camping next week.
Okay, then I'll just switch with you. So
Yeah, okay,
next week,
yeah.
I will be hosting the first response episode.
Ooh, response.
And wait, Daniel, if you're camping, how are we going to get it up? That's what she said. You know what? I'll try and do it Thursday night.
No, there's Wi-Fi at the campground. I can.
Oh, okay.
Because
So you're going to sit in your tent and
Hey everyone, make me a s'more. I just got to put this show on the internet.
make me a s'more and warm up the sling for
no,
me. I just got to
you know
upload
what?
a show.
My co-host and best friend Adam Burns is technically savvy. He can handle it.
I thought we were your co-hosts and best friends.
No, I'm my co-host on the other show. Anyway, Adam can do it for you. I got it handled, Batance. Got it handled.
Okay, perfect. So usually the episode's going to come out the day after All Stars, the newest All Stars episode. Will be one of us doing a solo show, doing our first impressions, reading some emails, and then the entire gang will recap the show the following week. On you should have it in your inbox like Tuesday night or Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Now that being said, we are doing the first and last episodes together. However, all we're doing today are the queen entrances into the workroom today, and then we're going to recap the entire show next week, just as our schedule is. I can't talk anymore. And then also, we're going to read emails and tweets and Facebook messages today. So that being said, the All Stars Drag Race episode starts, and the first person to walk into the room, you may know her. It's a little Russian gal named Katya.
Здравствуйте. My name is Ekaterina Petrovna Zamotchkova, but you can call me Katya. You may remember me as the lovable Russian hooker from season 7 with a crippling anxiety problem, but I'm back with a refillable prescription for Xanax. During my season, I feel like I held back out of fear. Whenever anything went wrong, I wanted to jump off the hotel balcony. But this time around, I want to just spread my legs even wider.
Hold on. I got to check something real quick.
Yeah.
During my season, I feel like I held back out of fear. Whenever anything went wrong, I wanted to jump off the hotel balcony.
Oh, shit. I thought she said refillable.
Oh, that would have been great if she did.
I was trying to. Someone can back up our show, and I can't find the clip. So
Anyway, I actually have a lot, I have a lot of, I think, what may be controversial thoughts about the queens, and we're going to go right off the bat with Katya.
Okay.
But first, before we even get to my opinion, because it's not about me, it's about you two. Daniel Brewer, what was your first impression with Katya?
I have loved Katya. Oh, I have loved her from afar. I have loved her from up close. I still love her. It's Katya. I love Katya. Katya can do no wrong.
Okay, Taylor Latte Boy?
I feel the same way. Katya is one of the few that I follow on as far as for tags on Tumblr. So when people post things about Katya, that's one of the few that I follow. There's something about her that I genuinely enjoy, and I'm glad to see her on this season.
Well, I think she belongs...
Is it her bukkake videos that she puts on Tumblr? Because those are pretty spectacular.
No.
Okay, great.
That's my other Tumblr page that I follow a whole different series of hashtags on.
Oh, got it.
But as far as fun things like Pugs and
Right.
Wonder Girl and DC Comics and Katya, that stuff like that, that's,
Okay.
it's
Not-
the other stuff.
Okay.
That's on a completely different account.
So
Sorry,
here's the thing. I like Katya. I'm glad she's on All Stars. She's one of my choices to make it all the way. Because I realize how popular she is. People feel she got robbed. And I really enjoyed her on season 7. That being said, her act is getting really tired for me. I'm not finding it that funny. I think it's kind of a little it's like a little self-aware. In other words, the person we saw season 7 wasn't aware of this Katya persona. The person we're seeing on All Stars 2 is completely aware of that persona and is playing it up. And it just got a little, you're trying too hard. Scale it back, babe. And it's just like I told you, I don't watch this with Trixie. I don't think it's that good.
Wait.
I saw her.
Those are mutually exclusive statements. If you don't watch it, then you don't know if it's good or not.
Well, I've seen one. and I didn't like it, so I didn't continue watching it.
Okay.
She and Trixie bombed at the finale pre-show. I just think I think it's one of these things that, Drag Race has a lot of underage fans, and I think that humor plays to that. Daniel, you watch YouTube Twinks, and so you have that 13-year-old sense of humor. Taylor collects Disney dolls and goes to Disney all the time, so he has that 13-year-old sense of humor. But I think for an adult,
like you, Joe Batance, the one and
like
only
me.
adult in the room here.
the one in me, the only adult in the room.
Don't you date children?
I date them, yeah, but I'm not one of them. I just date them.
Get off my alarm, you damn kid. Well, except you. You come over here.
I am
the rest of
you.
you, get off
Take
my
off your shirt and mow my lawn.
I'm waiting so impatiently for this Jordan to turn 18 years old when he will become the first lady of the recap show.
Jordan.com, folks.
Yeah.
Jordan is, I was thinking about this the other day because we got another email from a different Jordan, and I was just like going, that is an androgynous name. I don't want to actually say he or she because Jordan is a androgynous name.
No, but we know that the Jordan who emailed us last week is a boy.
Do we,
we?
Joe Batance?
I thought we did.
Yeah, we do know because Joe got an erection. That's how we know it's a boy.
Pickbeat.com. Anyway,
Pickbeat.com and pick your drag queens for a fantasy drag race team.
I get what you're saying, Batance, bringing you back. I get what you're saying, because you see that a lot. I'm willing to forgive it because it's the first episode, and I think there was some I think there was some kind of agreement made ahead of time of, what are you going to do for your entrance? How are you going to top everyone on your end? I think they were in some kind of contest there to come up with the most outrageous entrance, because there was a lot of Laganja references, when, come on, season 6. There was, in other words, I think it was more of they were all trying too hard on that entrance. I think they had their own private little pre-discussion on that because they do traveling shows together, right? It's not like these are strangers like on a regular season. These guys know each other. They have each other's phone numbers and stuff. So I think I'm willing to forgive them the over dramaticism of those entrances because I think that was something that they had a lot of time to think about. And like a lot of things, when you have a lot of time to think about, sometimes you just overdo it.
Well, I'm not just talking about the entrance. I'm just talking about Katya as a persona on this episode. I
get what you're saying, and it's funny that you mentioned the series because we watched the last 2 or 3 of them last night. For things that we won't get into as far as Apple, if you downloaded the season pass, you got a couple of little mini videos, and I was watching those, and then somehow got on YouTube and watched the realness video from the last season. And if you watch that, you watch some of the other World of Wonder stuff. And Katya is kind of a little over the top to where at one point my partner, Babalu, kind of looked at me and he's just like, is she on drugs? Like, is this supposed to be where she's like this all the time? And I'm like, she talks about her sobriety, but she might be. Where some of the jokes that Trixie was making, we were laughing a little too hard with the screaming and doing this weird like duck flap thing. Mm-hmm. So that was a little off-putting. But that being said, I still love her and hope that I continue my love for her throughout this entire season.
All right.
Okay.
We spent far too much time on her. Move along.
Is what RuPaul said when she eliminated her from season 7, 5th place. All right, the next person in the room is a familiar face. You might know her as Detox, which again,
what?
Well, I was gonna say, I'm saying their names, and they're gonna immediately say their names.
Well, then you know her.
Okay,
as,
I'm not saying their names anymore.
And then point at me.
I'm not. No. I'm not saying their names anymore.
Okay.
Can
I play it?
Yes.
Well, this is hauntingly familiar. Here we go again.
Rehab is back in session. My name is Detox, and I am from season 5, where I came in 4th.
Taylor the Latte Boy, what were your impressions of Detox's entrance into the workroom?
I hated the hair. I hated the wig. But I love Detox. And I don't understand the weird Kermit the Frog realness in the interviews with the green hair and the green.
I know. That is disturbing.
It's very distracting. Because Detox is kind of a very unique looking person to begin with all of the plastic surgery. She has a very distinguished face as a boy and a girl. So that was just sort of, it took away from that. I don't quite get it.
The thing that got me about the confessionals, because if you've read any of the Reddit threads or whatever, you know that they make them dress the same every day for confessionals so that they can mix and match pieces. And I was just like, is this, when I saw it, my first thought was, is this Detox's clever way of dressing the same every day, but her eyebrows are different colors. So, in other words, you're not going to mix up my quotes from one episode to the next, bitch. And I'm going to follow your rules. I'm going to wear the exact same clothes, but you didn't say anything about wearing my hair the same way. Like, that was my
different
thought.
eyebrow colors?
No, but I'm saying
green. Oh.
last night she had, neon green eyebrows. But are you telling me every single day at the end of the day she's going to put back on neon brown, neon gold eye? Because they do those confessionals every day of the competition. Right. And it's like, and the goal is for them to look like they're wearing the same outfit every single day. So that, in other words, you always... is this news to you, by the way?
No, I knew...
Okay. So, I mean, like, every time you saw Jade and Dior Fierce all season long, she was wearing the same outfit, right? They make them put on the same outfit for those confessionals, specifically because if they say something in one episode that was applicable to another one, they could, like, take that.
Yeah, no, I get that. I find it shocking that you picked Jade and Dior Fierce out of 100 queens that you could have picked for an example, but... Okay, I'm listening.
So my point is that maybe Detox doesn't like that and was like, I'll screw them over because I'll wear the same outfit, but I'm going to change. I'm not going to have the same eyebrow color every time, and that's not against the rule. In other words, is it Detox's own little personal? Never mind. You're not understanding. I'm totally
understanding what you're saying.
Okay.
I think you're thinking about it too much.
I am.
That's
what it is.
You don't think there's a continuity person there that says, Detox, yesterday your eyebrows were pink?
No, but then she's going to point at the rules. In other words, that was her own personal form of rebellion or whatever, to go like, no, it says right here, I have to wear it. He doesn't say anything about the eyebrows.
I'm not quite sure why, unless there was something happening, something that happens over the course of the season, why she would feel the need to break the rules in that.
Because maybe in her season, they mixed up a couple of her comments to make her sound bitchier than she was. Like they used a comment that she said about some other event to be used in an earlier episode. You see what I'm saying? Like she was the victim to a bad edit, and that was her own little part. I know I'm thinking about this way too much. I'll shut up.
Yeah, I think the episodes will play out to see we'll find out whether your conspiracy theory played out very quickly. I do think that she looked, when she has the wig, it's something about it makes her skin look grosser.
Yeah,
and she looked old and she looked like an alien. She looked awful, but she doesn't look like that in drag. But like as a boy, it was like almost like
there was a lot of them like that they
like. I wouldn't let my nieces hang out with, like, be near her. I'd be like, don't go run near that weird person.
It's like Adore's boy silicone looked really weird. It looked good in drag.
We'll get to Adore.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Move along.
All right, then let's go on to the next queen who walked into the workroom.
All right. My name is Alyssa Edwards, and I need to get up in this all-star gig. Baby, I'm Alyssa Edwards representing season 5, and I was a lovely 5th alternate. Thank the Lords above. I'm back again.
Daniel Brewer, we know you're the biggest Alyssa Edwards fan out there. What were your thoughts of her entrance into the workroom?
The most overrated queen in any of the... it's like, she's... Alyssa, I will give Alyssa this. She does a marvelous job of buffaloing people into believing that she is much better than she is. She's not a bad queen, but she's certainly not as good as she thinks she is in her head. It's Alyssa Edwards. What's she gonna do? Of course she's gonna be on this show.
Taylor the Latte Boy, what were your thoughts?
Everything Daniel just said, I agree with 110%. I don't understand people's... I don't understand it. I the whole 3/4 angle at all times, and the weird where we're going to look down with the big eyes and the no chin and the clucking thing. She annoys the fuck out of me.
And everything I say, I'm going to pretend like it's a cut together dance montage from one of my stage shows where it's like, I'm Alyssa Edwards and I am going to get up and like that whole repeating thing that they do the House of Edwards does that a lot in their dance routines. That whole kind of techno kind of
I just don't. That's
Joe, what do you think of Alyssa Edwards?
I think she's a little much, but I don't hate her as much as you guys do. I think she's fascinating to watch.
I don't hate her at all. I just don't think she's as good I just don't think she's as good as she thinks she is. That's it. That was my only.
That's true. I agree with that. Like when again we have our own little rule, and by we I mean I established this rule that we can't talk about the rest of the episode. But I think that's played out in the rest of the episode. But but I think she is as a. It's one of these things where there are people on this show, and I think Alyssa Edwards is the poster child for this, where their drag isn't as strong as their reality television persona.
Yes.
And I think she's a great reality television
That's a great
personality.
point.
I agree with that. I will agree.
But
with
she
that
may not be
100%.
the strongest drag queen.
Who's next?
Well, you're going to play on the audio, and we're going to find out.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Watch out, girls, this bitch is back. I'm Phi Phi O'Hara, and I'm playing a villain. Get it? I mean, I'll start where I left off. After my season, a lot of people had this perception of me, so it was hard to get bookings. People genuinely thought I would come and cuss them out, so it took a lot of work to show people that I'm professional. I'm just really worried about kicking your ass off the show. No, I've changed my ways. No sabotaging this time. My drag has changed. My makeup has changed. I stopped tanning. I want the world to see that I have changed.
Taylor the Latte Boy, Phi Phi O'Hara, what were your initial thoughts?
We have established in the past my feelings on Phi Phi O'Hara, and we're going to talk about somebody else that I have a similar feeling about. I've never been a big fan of Phi Phi O'Hara for the reasons that she talked about in her intro. Something about her this time, I'm genuinely kind of rooting for her a little bit, in that I want to see that she has grown as an individual. We already know that she's grown as a drag artist from anybody who follows her on Instagram or anything like that. So I'm hoping that what she's saying is true and that she doesn't fall back into old patterns, because there is something about her that is very interesting. And of course, the fact that she came in as the Riddler. I'm a big DC Comics guy.
right.
So of
Yeah,
course that
I
I was going to be like, all right, you've got my interest. You've piqued my curiosity.
Daniel Brewer?
I liked Phi Phi. I thought I agreed with what she had said. She just really kind of let the competition get under her skin, and she, ended up coming across bitchier than she wanted to. I certainly understand that as someone who talks on the internet a lot, and sometimes people take what I say in the wrong way. I completely understand that whole concept. So I have sympathies for Phi Phi. I'm pulling for her. I like her. I was happy to see her there. I thought she looked
People
great.
take what you say out of context?
all the time. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You care to give an example?
No, it's okay. Let's move along. Move along.
Well, okay. This is where I disagree with you guys. Well, so I see to me, it's so evident that she's that what we saw in season 4 was the real Phi Phi O'Hara, and what we're seeing now is more of a well curated version of it. And you can see it. I can't get too into it. I can't get too into it, but in the rest of the episode, you can see it's bubbling right there at the surface. It's bubbling right there, and she is trying to rein it in so hard. And because she realizes what the real Phi Phi O'Hara, the way it comes across on television, does not help her career.
Well, I didn't say that she would redeem herself. I'm hopeful that she'll redeem herself. I think at some point she and Roxxxy, when we talk about Roxxxy, I think they're going to slip. That's just, if that is true, their true nature. But I'm hopeful. I didn't necessarily get anything where it was bubbling at the surface, and we can talk about that when we talk about the full episode later. But I'm hopeful for all of them that it's everybody. Eventually there'll be an argument, but I'm hopeful that everybody is nice to each other. I don't know. Because that makes for great television when nobody fights at all.
It's RuPaul's best friend race. Yeah, exactly.
It's RuPaul's best friend race, exactly.
Next into the workroom is Daniel Brewer's personal favorite.
I don't understand. This is just a clip of a bunch of frogs croaking. What is this all about, Joe? Why is there a clip of frogs croaking?
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
It's just what? Is this some kind of joke? There were no. Oh, I see what it was. You were talking about.
Come on, all stars, let's get this over with.
Ribbit, the glamour toad is in the building.
Where in England are you from, Adele?
My house. I flood my basement, bitch. Ginger Minj is back with a vengeance, baby. It's a whole new me.
You got a pose by the
brew competition.
Oh my God, it's good to see you, diarrhea. Season 7 got a lot of hate for being a lackluster bunch of girls. So I am here to say, now, Miss Thang, we are just as talented and worthy as the rest of these girls. You look so much better with half of your face covered. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be nice this time. Everyone looks so beautiful. I'm wearing a corset, though. Apparently, all it takes to win is a corset, so I bought one. We'll edit that out.
Will they, though?
No, they will not.
Daniel Brewer, I am dying to know your thoughts.
No, you're not.
On Ginger Minj. Oh, yes. On Ginger Minj.
What do you think? My feelings are my thoughts are so fucking predictable. I don't like Ginger Minj. She came in like trying to like do her, I'm supposed to be nice this time, but instead like immediately went in for Violet Chachki because she's like, oh, of course a big girl didn't win because you have to cinch to win. And it's like, whatever. Also, I can't help but notice she has the longest edit of anyone in that in the entire entrance. That little segment there was 58 seconds. Most of the other ones are around 15 or 20 seconds.
I cut it. I kept it in because I knew you hate her. I edited down the other ones. I was like, how much Ginger Minj can I put in? Because I knew how much you just love Ginger Minj. And the other ones, I edited them down. So those are your thoughts. Taylor Latte Boy, do you have any wonderful thoughts about the wonderful Ginger Minj?
I actually liked the joke about the corset. I know that was probably one that she workshopped for about 3 weeks before. She would say that she came in, but it did make me kind of laugh a little bit. And I think this is part of it as well, but I know it is also involves something from later on in the episode, but I don't know. I watched it on my computer versus watching it. I watched it from the Logo TV website versus watching it on my HD TV. I can't imagine what her makeup looks like in HD TV because she looked like a fucking clown through most of the episode with the shading, and it was distracting. It was super distracting. Thank you.
Joe Batanz, what do you think of Ginger Minj? Okay, next, walking into the workroom is... No, I'm sorry.
Not to be left at the bus stop. Oh. Ginger Minj, I find her annoying. I find her very pushy. And again, someone who just tries too hard. And yes, is clearly very calculated, workshopping everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. But she tries to pass it off as if it's spontaneous.
Right.
Meanwhile, she has a notebook full of these things.
Joe, tell me what you think of this. I walk in and I start with the Lestranja, like, come on, seasons, come on, All Stars 2, let's get over with it. Or is like,
it's over with.
What do you think? Is that funny? Should I say something else?
Meanwhile, Ginger Minj does not want, she didn't have to fucking sign up. Let's get this over with. Oh, really, bitch? You didn't have to sign the contract. There are a ton of queens who would have gladly taken your place. Listen, I just want to go to Vegas and go to Chicago and play bingo. That's what I want to do. All right.
Started an Indiegogo for that. All right. Moving on.
Next into the workroom, there's someone who didn't get left at the bus stop on her way to the... I went a long way for that joke. I should have taken a bus. That's how long I went for that joke.
My name is Roxxxy Andrews, and I still rep for the girls who are thick and juicy, because even though I lost weight, I'm always thick and juicy. I don't care if I'm 300 pounds or 200 pounds. Thick and juicy is Roxxxy Andrews.
Taylor the Latte Boy.
Roxxxy is in the same vein for me as Phi Phi, in that Roxxxy, I had a huge problem with in the way that she talked about Jinx during her season, and bullying is a trigger for me. So that's something that I didn't like her, but I'm hopeful that she has grown as an artist as well. She looks good. I will say she looks good. That's really that it's everything that I said about Phi Phi. I kind of feel the same way about Roxxxy.
Daniel J. Brewer.
I also wasn't a fan of Roxxxy during her season, but I got to tell you, I'm hopeful. She came in, she had a new attitude. I was hopeful for that. I'm hoping that she's, she said everything I wanted to hear. And,
and the difference between her and Phi Phi, going with what Joe was saying, as far as that she's kind of coming in to redeem herself as far as to get bookings and stuff, is that Roxxxy seemed to understand why she acted the way she did.
Yeah.
Or she at least gave an excuse that I I hear what you're saying as far as she got in her head, and even going so far as going, I recognized that Jinx was a stronger competitor, so I decided the only way to deal with her was to play dirty.
Right.
I appreciate that, and
own your shit.
I like what I see so far with her.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, here are my thoughts. One, and this is going to be a minor bit shady, but I know she's lost a lot of weight. She doesn't look that different. I mean, she looks thinner, but she doesn't look like she's lost 100 pounds.
I disagree. I think she looks hot now.
Okay. Next.
Do you think she was actually 300 pounds when she was on the first time?
Well, it's tricky because I think when she was on the first time, she had lost already a bunch of weight. I think when she had lost like 50 pounds when she was on the first time, and she probably just lost another 50. And that makes sense, actually, when I think about it that way. So maybe we never saw her what she looked like when she was 50 pounds heavier than she was when she was on the show. Next, I will say, in contrast to Phi Phi O'Hara, I get a genuine sense from Roxxxy Andrews. It doesn't feel like she's trying to rein it in. It feels like her explanation makes sense and that she is still being Roxxxy Andrews, but this time now she's not going to be using. In other words, Roxxxy was using it as a strategy, and I feel Phi Phi was just being Phi Phi, and I think that's why Phi Phi's struggling.
Could we make this analogy? Could we say like Roxxxy is to Phi Phi as Bianca is to Ginger? It's like Bianca understands the insult game and makes herself the target first, and therefore allows her to do the thing where Ginger just goes and is just fucking nasty to people.
I think that's a good analogy.
And whereas Roxxxy understands what she did and is, look, this is what I did. I did that and blah, blah, blah. But I think, I feel bad about it. And now I want to, set the record straight. Whereas Phi Phi was like, it hurt me. And now I'm back here. Does that make sense? Like,
now, one of the things that's happened in like the RuPaul's Drag Race rumor mill is that the rumor mill with season 5 is that Jinx off camera, when no one could see, was super, super bitchy and cunty and not the same persona. And that a lot of this frustration that like Roxxxy was having and some of the other queens with Jinx was they saw what she was doing and there was nothing they could do about it. And because they saw that she was playing like this sweet, vulnerable, innocent person. But then when the cameras weren't on, she was a little bit more vicious. I don't know if she was necessarily mean, but she wasn't the person that was on the screen. I'm sure that was frustrating for Roxxxy, seeing that Jinx was making it and that maybe Ru couldn't see this. And maybe perhaps the strategy was Roxxxy was being a bitch to maybe draw that out on camera.
Right.
So that everyone could see.
Who can't understand that, right? Like in the workplace, and there's this one guy who's a total asshole, but every time the boss is around, like he's like the golden boy because he like says the things that the boss wants to hear. And you know that he's a total dick and he's the one that gets the promotion. And now you're like sitting there, God damn it. You're like the Dr. West Stone of Drag Race, right? You're just like plotting his demise. That was such an inside podcasting joke.
Such baseball. West Stone is another podcaster who will never listen to this show.
But who does podcasts about hating his coworkers and how he plots to actually literally cause their deaths. Anyway, moving on. Who came in next to the workroom there, Joe?
Well, let's find out.
No, ma'am. Aren't you girls happy to see me? I am Coco Montrese. I was the lip sync diva of season 5.
Here's what's sad. All the other queens I had to edit down stuff. That was pretty much everything with Coco. I mean, there was dialogue stuff, but it was what she was wearing and whatnot. There was no. I was trying because it was so short. I was trying to find something, and that was pretty much all I could really pull. But Daniel Brewer, what were your thoughts on the entrance and the appearance of Ms. Coco Montrese?
Next.
I hope she makes it really far in this competition.
I wasn't a fan of Coco the first time around. I'm not a fan of her this time. All right, it is no secret that I am borderline sapiosexual. I have a distinct prejudice against stupid people, and to me, Coco just is stupid. So I'm not a fan of Coco Montrese.
Taylor the Latte Boy?
Where in the world is Coco San Diego? That was my thought when she came in with that stupid hat and the hair and the trench coat. That's just...
Here, I'm floating. Let me float this idea past you. I'm doing this other project where I'm doing an animated series of RuPaul's season 5 reunion. And wait, I'm going to call it RuPaul season 5 reunion and friends. But I was thinking instead of actually spending the time to draw a Coco Montrese, I would just take an actual Dorito, put eyes on
Oh, that's funny.
put eyes and a dress on it, so that I think that'll work. All right. So sorry. Move along. Joe Batance, what did you think of Coco?
Meh. I mean, she was meant in her season. What frustrates me is that there are so many people who could have taken her spot. I would have loved to have seen a Willem, but he pissed people off. I would have loved to have seen, let's say, gosh, who else did we miss? I would have loved to have seen them.
Someone, Thor or somebody from the last season, which I know.
Well, they had just.
I know.
They've done that.
Yeah. So I would have loved to have seen somebody else in that role.
Trixie Mattel, for God's sakes.
Maybe comes into a debate where I don't think Trixie Mattel is as strong as a queen as.
Well, there you go. That's why she should have another shot.
I would have rather seen Miss Fame.
Really?
Really?
I love Miss Fame.
You want to hear me talk to my chickens?
I think she's beautiful as a boy. I think she's beautiful as a
All right.
queen.
Speaking of beautiful, who walked in next to the room there, Joe? Let's find out.
Well, let's find out.
Greetings. My message for the human race is really quite simple.
I think I was chosen as an all-star because nobody can do Alaska except Alaska. But I encourage you to try. It's fun. I will stand out from the rest of these queens because I am more all and I'm more star-like. Star-ish. Star-esque.
Taylor the Latte Boy. She is the person to beat, don't you think?
I think she's up there. She's definitely one of my 3 picks on Pick Pete. But you
mean on pickpete.com?
That's right, pickpete.com,
where you can pick your top 3 drag queens. She's Alaska. What can you say? There's something about her that is annoying and wonderful all at the same time, and she's fascinating to watch. And you kind of can't not smile when you look at her when she's like on, and she gets drag. She gets what she's doing. She's in on. I don't want to say she's in on the joke because that kind of demeans what they're doing.
No, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
She's very cerebral. She's very
yes.
Daniel, what are your thoughts on Alaska?
Alaska said only Alaska can do Alaska, and I welcome you to try. Now I'm going to go off on a tangent here, but it's long been my belief that Fanny Flagg from the original Candid Camera was nothing more than Droopy Dog, just with a higher pitch. Like, I'm sorry, sir. I can't sweep this floor any faster, sir. Which is, I know, a bizarre, random analogy that I'm trying to make, but
were you speaking English? I don't know any of the references you were talking about there.
Follow me here. Alaska is literally just Tim Gunn slowed down. It's like if you listen to Alaska, that is Tim Gunn just slowed down. And it's like, I think that is what I'm going with there.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 people right now that got what I said, and they're like,
you're not co-hosting,
and
with
I
them.
am so totally in their heads right now. There are 2 listeners right now writing an email going, "Oh my God, Daniel is like, I totally get what Daniel is saying."
Yeah, no, it reminds me of in the movie Singing in the Rain. The song "Make 'Em Laugh" is very similar in structure to the song "Be a Clown," and I want to throw in my own. Well, actually, even "Singing in the Rain" isn't that obscure of a reference of what you just said. I just heard words and I was like, what were those words?
You don't know Fanny Flagg, the original lesbian television co-host?
Match Game. She used to be on Match Game.
Well, she was on Candid Camera. That was how she got her fame. She was the co-host of Candid Camera.
I'm so gay and smart. I just know her as the woman that wrote Fried Green Tomatoes.
I was going to say, and she wrote Fried Green Tomatoes too.
Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't know she was a lesbian though.
Move along.
Pickpete.com.
Pickpete. Well, I want to say this.
Competition needs.
I really think it's going to be hard for anyone to beat Alaska. I really do. And I'm going to say this. I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on this. I think Alaska, and I've always thought this, is so cute as a boy. Daniel?
I agree with you only because she's so damn smart. It's like there is a moment in this episode. We're not talking about the rest of the episode, but there is a moment in the rest of the episode where she drops her Alaska voice and is just talking cerebrally, like talking strategically. And I'm just like, you are so fucking smart. It's like there's so many layers to you that I'm so drawn to you that yes, she's incredibly attractive to me. In and out of drag doesn't matter. She's very attractive to me.
Thank you very much. Well, next into the workroom, Blast from the Past.
My name's Tatiana. I placed 4th on season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
That is short, Joe Batance.
Not much on Tatiana either. Even though I will say, I didn't find out till way later and I listened and I already pulled the clip because it comes much later than you would usually think, where Phi Phi throws her under the bus and is like, oh, well, she's from an older school of drag. Well, first of all, Tatiana's pretty young, right? I think she was a lot younger in season 2.
She was like 21 or 22 when
she was 21,
season.
Yeah, she's not Chad Michaels. You know, like she's still current. It's like, I think she might even be younger than Phi Phi O'Hara. She's younger than a lot of the queens there, and Fifi's like, she does an older style of drag.
She's currently 28 years old. She was born in 1988, so.
Yeah. How old is Phi Phi O'Hara? Can you find that out?
There's a system of tubes and wires.
While I'm vamping while you do that, and so what was Phi Phi talking about? Like it was, and also Phi Phi was on season 4, right?
Yeah.
That's only 2 years before Phi Phi.
Yes, but she's doing all new things now. Now she's very much where she's dabbling in cosplay and that kind of thing. That's the new type of drag.
Yeah, this is why I'm saying the old Phi Phi is like it's bubbling right there at the surface.
It is not on her Wikipedia page, on her Dragapedia page. She said most of the other queens have their actual birth date on there. Phi Phi does
strangely
not.
Phi Phi doesn't. And also strange that Ginger stopped aging. She's still 29.
No.
I just made that up. But on RuPaul's podcast a few episodes ago, I did hear her say like something about like, oh, there was one queen who said she's 29 and I was shocked. And it has to be Ginger, don't you think?
Probably.
According to this, she is 25. I googled. No, I literally googled how old is Phi Phi O'Hara. I have no idea how old this.
No, she is not 25. She doesn't. If she's 25, she needs to call a doctor because she is
rough looking.
Yeah. She's living a hard life. No, she looks like she's in her early to mid 30s.
Oh, she was 25 when season 4 aired.
Okay, so
in 2011. In 2011, so she's 29 now. Yeah.
I think a lot of these queens lie.
I could see that. If you look back on season 4, she looks like somebody that's about 25.
All right.
But not getting gigs for the last 4 or 5 years.
You know what? Let's talk about Tatiana. I believe it's my turn to go first. Let's talk about fucking Tatiana here. I don't remember season 2 all that well.
Wow, well, we're glad you came in and popped in with that, Daniel.
We're so
guys, I have something to say.
No.
I don't remember her.
When she showed up on the runway, when she walked out, I was literally, I was like, oh my God, she is so beautiful. And it's like, and then when I saw her in boy drag, she is so fucking hot. It's like, I'm sorry, this is your pearl, Joe Batance. I am so into Tatiana so hard.
Wow.
It's like, I love Tatiana on the 0.00001% chance that you're listening. I love you. Call me.
And it just got creepy.
Yeah. Now
she is so.
You just quit All Stars 2.
And also, we can't talk about the rest of it, but she's very smart. I am a new Tatiana fan. I love Tatiana.
I think this is, let me let Taylor, go. What are your thoughts on Tatiana?
I remember her from her season. I wasn't necessarily a big fan of her then. I wasn't a big fan of her entrance. We're going to talk about the stuff later on next week. I'll talk about that at that time. But whatever, I think she's going to be the dark horse through the whole season, and I think that the way that they all kind of
because she's dark
when she walked in.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that a racial joke?
No, but I said that before, where I just think that she's going to be. I think that she's going to be the one that everybody kind of underestimates.
Yes, well, I mean,
she did initially, and then she was in the top 2, and I think that's we're going to see changes. But I also think that they're kind of gearing her up to be. It's almost funny because the way that she was talking and the way that she was acting towards the other girls, it's ironic that she had the short hair later on because that was kind of the role that Raven played on her season. Mm-hmm. And now it's almost like where she's kind of the new Raven in some ways. I might be thinking too much ahead, but
yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that was just my thought. I was trying to be clever. I'm sorry. I can't keep up with the two of you. So
oh, we're not clever. We're just drunk. Moving along. Joe Batance, what did you think of Tatiana?
I don't have many thoughts on her because I'm still waiting to see, but I will say I had 0 thoughts on her, and now I'm cautiously optimistic about Tatiana. I think she'll do a lot better. And I'm actually really happy for her because this is not someone who needs necessarily a redemption or a redemption as much as she needs the exposure that came after season 4. And I think it's going to be really, really, really good for her career. And that's if she proves worth it, that might be kind of really good for her. It's really awesome, actually. Excellent. And I'd like to see that happen with more of the older season ones.
Like maybe the next person that walks in the door?
Yeah, like maybe the next person who walks in a door.
My name is Adore Delano, and I'm a messy slut. I'm known for being really messy.
Give me one that Logan will actually sign off on.
Oh, okay. Because big dicks and fried chicken. It was very subtle.
Taylor Latte Boy, what were your thoughts on Adore Delano?
I love Adore. I absolutely love Adore. And she makes me happy. I want to punish whoever hit her in the face with a 2x4 with those lips. But otherwise, she's somebody that I could not stand in the beginning of her season, and then by the end of her season, I was such a big fan. And there's parts of this episode that were painful to watch, which we'll get into next week. But I just love her. I just love her. She's one of my 3 that I picked on pickpete.com.
Well,
there you go. Daniel
Brewer?
I love Adore. Adore to me is, I feel like she's like my, oh shit.
Did your number just get called to the DMV, Daniel? Should you have to go and
Windows
register your car?
Yeah, Windows decided that this was a good time to tell me that it's time to update my Adobe products. Anyway, no, it's like Adore. I've always been very protective of Adore, like from that season, even the one with Bianca. It was just like, when Michelle would go in and I'm like, leave her alone. And, I feel like Adore, even though I don't know her, is like, like she's like my niece or something. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those like people that you see once a year, like their family, you get their sense of humor, they get your sense of humor. Does that make any sense whatsoever? I love Adore. I adore her.
She seems like a very kind person.
Yes, like just a kind-hearted, innocent person who's just, loves life and just,
party.
Got a hog body.
I have such a different opinion from you guys. Now, I loved her on season 6, adored her on season 6, to use that phrase that we've been throwing around. I loved Adore on season 6. Who is this person? First of all, here's what it is. It's one of these things. I think she was just as annoying on season 6, but she was so cute as a boy on season 6. And now it happens for all the best Latinos. I was cute as a boy when I was 24,
Here we go.
And then we have a few too many enchiladas and a few too many tacos.
Oh my God, you are not calling Adore Delano fat. She is not fat.
Oh my God, are we seeing the same person on the TV screen?
She is not fat. Adore Delano is not fat.
She's not fat. She's
not Ginger Minj. She's put on a hefty amount of weight.
No, I wouldn't call it
She is
hefty.
shopping in the husky section at Mervyn's. Let me just tell you this, okay?
Are there still Mervyn's around?
No, it's gone.
Okay. Because we would need to stop the show and talk about Mervyn's for a while, but okay.
Yeah, but she is shopping in the husky section. She looked like a mess. She looked horrible. I didn't like the way she looked. And now she's being just as annoying. And now she's gotten more entitled on this show.
Oh my God, if I had a blanket right now, I would literally throw it over my head. I'd be, leave Adore alone. Leave her alone.
I guess we'll save a lot of this discussion for next week. But I am like, bitch, go.
Wow.
I'm done.
I completely disagree with you on that one.
That is
that's what this show is for. We don't want to always just agree with each other. This ain't RuPaul's Best Friends Drag Race recap show.
Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. My cat has decided to put her paw on the mixer and make you guys static out for a moment. So sorry. Anyway.
God.
Stop it. Oh my God.
I want everyone to know Daniel doesn't even have any cats.
They're invisible cats. Yeah. She's gonna be pissed. I just threw Princess over on the chair. She's mad now. Anyway, I should name her Adore. Hey, Adore.
She's not crying. Is your cat fat? Is that why you named her Adore?
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. Leave my cat alone. So those were the
entrances, yeah.
Right. There's a clip here called "Don't Listen," but I think that's from earlier.
That's that's an earlier one.
Okay, great.
I can't remember. Oh, that was from an old episode where we predicted something. That's go to season 8 and listen to the early episodes there, and it's going to be fantastic.
God. We have been all right. You know what? We should talk about right this very moment. We should talk about pickpete.com. If you have not gone to pickpete.com and selected the 3 queens for this season, You have scant time. What am I trying to say? You have very little time left.
Has to be before episode 2.
Yeah, September 1st is when it all gets locked down. So you have time now to go and do that. And if you've already watched episode 1 and you want to change out one of your queens, you can still change them out until September 1st.
Are you going to swap anybody out?
No. I am very happy with my choice. You are? Who are you going to swap?
I'm putting Roxxxy Andrews in, taking Detox out.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy talk. No, I mean, that's great. You know what? I wanted to just kind of get to this here on our Facebook page. We had a lot of people that are playing along with us on pickbeat.com. I don't have time to read like every single one because it would be really fucking boring. But I just wanted to say thank you for Aaron Murphy. Thank you, Katie Dietrich. These are all people on our Facebook page here. Stephen Starling. Let's see. I know Adonis B has messaged us and told us what his choices are.
Adonis? What?
Oh,
Who did he
look
pick?
at that.
Oh.
What?
Look
what?
at that.
Where? What?
When I find myself in times of trouble,
Adonis picked
Daniel
Alaska.
Brewer comes to me,
Adonis?
speaking words of wisdom. Adonis B.
Adonis picked Alaska, Katya, and Roxxxy.
Adonis B. Adonis B. Adonis B. Adonis B. Picks in Roxxxy Andrews. Adonis B.
See, I'm not clever enough to do something like that, which means Adonis is going to fall in love with Joe and I'm going to be alone. Oh, wait, I'm getting married next year.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're getting married.
Right, exactly.
If we could edit that part out.
Yeah.
What is it Ginger said? We'll edit that out later. And they all said, no, we won't.
Yeah, no, we won't. So we had a lot of people that are playing along with us on pickpete.com. We also had Edward who sent us an email saying that he was playing along on Pickpete. Now, I don't know if we wanted to maybe keep our own internal spreadsheet of these guys, like what they picked, and then we can match up their Pickpete points. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that when I'm sober. Anyway, also,
I think that's a great idea, Daniel. Let us know how that goes.
Also,
hold on,
let me finish. Garland Styles.
Okay, I'll let you finish.
Garland Styles, thank you for playing along. And I think that's it. I think that's all of them. I don't know if Jordan 16 is playing or not.
Oh, I do know that our friend, your future husband, hashtag Tyler H, did make some picks.
Oh, what did my future ex-husband pick?
Oh, it's not here now. I don't know where it is. He must have sent it on Facebook because I know he made some picks, but I don't see it. He may have tweeted at us.
Yeah, they're on Twitter. They're direct message on Twitter.
I don't want to go look. I just have his messages, and I'll be reading his messages as him later on during that portion of the show.
We'll do that.
But do we know who Jordan picked?
Let's see.
Bill
Jordan.
Nye the Science Guy, iCarly, and by the way, I think he's too young even for those shows. I think I'm going to shows that like Cameron would have watched. I don't know what they watch.
I don't know. It's not Rugrats.
Later from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, not even Rugrats. It's like Rugrats is too old for them. Oh my God, what would they have been watching? Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah.
So he picked,
Jordan, tell us who you would have watched.
Doc McStuffins.
Well, I would have picked Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and then I would have picked Agent P, and of course I would have picked Ferb.
Kim Possible.
I think he's too young for Kim Possible.
No, Kim Possible is only 10 years ago.
I'm Googling this right now. I'm Googling this right now. I think you're going to be so shocked. Let's see. Kim Possible. What year do you think that Kim Possible came out?
Well, I have no point of reference for this.
I would say Kim Possible probably came out. Okay, so I would say probably 2002.
Yes, it is. How many years ago?
Really?
How many years ago is that, Taylor?
14.
And Jordan is 16.
Right. So it would have been something that he would have watched as a kid.
As a 2-year-old, he would have watched Kim Possible.
Okay, but Kim Possible wasn't only on when he was 2. It was on for a couple of years. And then, Disney Channel plays the shit out of those in reruns.
Wow, you're so off the base here. Anyway, thanks everyone that's playing with pickpete.com. Make sure that you go there and do. You know what? They put some new contests up there the other day. Mm-hmm. You can now sign up for the next season of Survivor, which I haven't seen the cast listing yet, so I don't know that I'm not comfortable enough to pick one right now. They also put up a show that just started because I jumped right in on it. America's Got Talent. So America's Got Talent is now available. It doesn't close for another 6 days. So if you wanted to sign up for the America's Got Talent contest.
There's also one of our listeners and fellow podcaster, Christina, from the Greetings from Nowhere podcast, is a huge fan of the Great British Baking Show.
Yes, but
that's on there as well.
But that one's closed, so you can't sign up for it. You can follow it, but you can't sign up for it.
Okay.
And no. You're
Jeez,
absolutely
Taylor.
right. Yeah. No. You're absolutely right. There's a bunch of them there that you can sign up for. Anyway, go to pickpete.com. We thank them for supporting us. And we will be talking about them all season. They have not yet posted the synopsis of the episode or what the points were yet. So as soon as we know those, we will read those on our next show.
But don't put prickpete.com. That's a whole different website.
Prickpete.com is a completely different website that you probably should not go to, Jordan.
Yeah. It's press exit. You are not 18 years old.
Bloody hemophiliacs.
Yeah.
Prickpete.com.
It's the phlebotomist porn website. Anyway, moving along.
Fill these tubes.
We do have some actual emails.
Type O. Oh, sorry.
If you'll remember on our last episode, I'm just moving along. If you remember on our last episode, oh my God. If you remember on our last episode, we had a little mini contest going on as to see which one of our listeners would write in the first. And of course, we
Daniel, did you go back in time and get a beer?
No.
Daniel's holding a can that I don't think I've seen since 1982 of beer. What is that can of beer you're holding, Daniel?
It's a Miller Lite.
But
Didn't you have a Natty Light a little bit ago?
Yeah, the Journey of Natty Light.
Yeah, I had a natural light.
Okay.
Yes,
did you bring more than one beer?
Yes, I did, because that's why I went back the second time, because I was like, oh, I only brought one beer with me. I should have brought multiples. Anyway, I won't say how many. It's Friday night. Leave me alone. Anyway, we had a little mini contest where we had picked listeners each. I believe Taylor had picked Adonis. I had picked #TylerH, and Joe Batanz chose Jamar Washington, or Jamar 84.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of that contest, the first one to email us, was in fact Jamar Washington. So congratulations, Joe Batanz. You actually win. And here we go. This is from his actual email. Joe Batanz, congratulations. You're the winner of this week's challenge. I was going to email you guys anyways, but that little email contest was the cherry on top. So a couple of things I wanted to ask you guys. Are you ready?
Yes.
Number one, I'm hoping that the rumor is true that RuPaul's picks a bottom two and the winner of the lip sync chooses those two. But my question is, if you guys were in the competition and if you won the lip sync for your legacy and you could choose any contestant to get the chop, who would you get rid of first as the biggest threat?
Oh, as the biggest threat. Oh. I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah. Alaska.
Katya.
Yeah.
I would get rid of Katya.
Oh, no. Alaska's gone immediately.
Yeah.
All right. Secondly, if you could add a season 8 queen that wasn't in the top 3 to All Stars, who would it be?
Oh, interesting.
By the way, this is his last question, so it's not like he's asking 6 questions or something. So
I honestly don't remember most of the season.
Really? I would have Thorgy Thor immediately.
Thorgy Thor is the only one that comes to mind.
I would have.
Acid
I would have put in Acid Betty.
Yeah, Acid Betty or Thorgy Thor.
I think she deserved a redemption.
Acid Betty would have been a good one. Acid Betty would have stirred shit up, but yeah, I mean, Thorgy is just from seeing further. Thorgy would be very interesting to watch.
I want to say with Acid Betty, I'm not necessarily even sure about the stirring shit up, but as much as I feel like we didn't get to see enough of her, I feel that's why I wanted to see more.
I was fixing your sound. All right. I agree. Thanks for taking my questions and would love to come back on the show if you would have me. No, sorry. We'll never have you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Until next time, sashay away. So that's Jamar84. By the way, Jamar84 on YouTube. So go check out his YouTube channel for that. So congratulations, Joe Batanz. You are the winner of that. Now, this is weird because second and third place are hard to determine because Tyler tweeted like a Twitter direct message. And Adonis B sent a Facebook message. So neither one of them emailed. Tyler was first. So I think I come in second here.
Yeah, I would say I think in this case technically you come in second. I think should we expand it to who contacts us first in the next round?
We're gonna run another round of this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you can go to pickpete.com and see which listener will do the best.
Tyler says, what was he say? He said, "Did I win?" That was all he sent. Did I win?
Actually, is that how he said it, or
Yeah,
did he say it?
no.
He
way,
went like,
Joe?
did I win?
Noticing he's like so self-absorbed he doesn't even realize that it would have been me that would have won if he had emailed first. It's all about him. It's all about my ex-husband, my future ex-husband, Tyler H. And then finally, Adonis just came in today with the Facebook message, Taylor. So just today.
You disappoint me, Adonis.
Wow. He says, hey guys, I know I'm late to the game. I forgot All Stars was happening until yesterday when my friend invited me to watch it at a bar. I doubt Taylor won since I am a week late. I'm sorry, boo. See,
He called me boo, so he gets points for that, I guess.
And then he sent this really smoking hot picture.
Yeah, and he gets points for that one too.
So the rest of his email talks about we'll read it next week because he talks about the rest of the episode. But he says, I'm glad to hear you guys are back again. You truly brighten up my day when I hear you. Keep up the good work. P.S. If you were curious on my picks for Pick Pete, we already said that. There you go. Also, if you guys are curious, my name is Adonis because my parents are from Greece, and sadly not because I'm a secret drag queen. And my response to that is like, no, they named you Adonis because you literally have the body of a Greek god, you asshole. To quote RuPaul,
Daniel
I am
thinks
going
you're
to
an asshole,
I am
and
going to
I'm
key your
disappointed by
car.
you.
No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Adonis B. And you owe me a drink, by the way. You owe me not buying me a drink, but
Not after you say those kinds of horrible
I was
going
to say, well, I'm sure he's running out to the local bar to slap a couple dollars on the...
Shut up, Michelle. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. So there you go. That was how we placed in our contest. We had a couple of emails here that I wanted to just address quickly. We had one that comes in from Ireland, from Tanya O'Connor.
Oh, top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you, Tanya O'Connor. How are you doing? Hi, guys. I love RDR. I found it by accident on Netflix, and I fell in love. As a straight female, I have a fascination with drag queens. My favorite, Bianca Del Rio. I discovered your podcast by accident right after season 8 ended while looking for RDR related material to overcome the withdrawal effect. I literally binged until I listened to them all. Like a Pokemon. You are so funny.
And
I cannot
probably
stop.
purged.
That's right. Then she purged. Looking forward to listening to your All Stars 2's reviews. Love from Ireland, Tanya. Thank you, Tanya.
That's
From
awesome.
Ireland. Yeah. So, and then we had super fan Valerie Pritchard. I believe was when it was at the closing at stage 48. And sent me the picture from the VIP section, like the picture of the cattle crowd below that I was in. It's like, ha ha, this is me up in the VIP section. Ha ha ha. Anyway, no, I'm just hi Taylor.
You're really bitter today.
I am. Hi Taylor, Daniel, and Joe. It is so good to have y'all back. I have a cocktail to share with y'all in response to the food and beverage rituals question. It's called the Nicole Page Brooks. So this is a cocktail that Valerie and her roommate make. My roommate and I created it to be our signature cocktail for a special episode of Drag Race. It's peach lemonade because of her Georgia roots, and vodka with seltzer and lime served over ice. It is delicious, and y'all should definitely try it.
Here's the tricky thing with the Nicole Page Brooks.
You and I both have diabetes.
Yeah, just from hearing about it. But also, it needs to be almost like an adios motherfucker kind of thing, where because then the joke is you're out after just one.
Oh, yeah. So it should be a lot of vodka.
Yeah,
very little peach lemonade and a whole lot of vodka. Right. However, they're adopting a new tradition of watching big episodes at our local drag bar. So we'll be watching the premiere at Boots and Saddles in the West Village. You should have gone to Metropolis because Thorgy is hosting the viewing parties there on Thursday nights. So it would be fun to watch Thorgy over there. On a somewhat unrelated note, I too have Alaska, Katya, and Detox on my Pick Pete team. So glad to hear you back. Thank you, Valerie. So thank you very much, Valerie. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Valerie.
Thank you, Valerie Pritchard. I wonder if
who sounds bitter now?
No, I was thinking here. I wonder if, like, for instance, someone were to make up drinks for all of us. I wonder what those drinks would be like.
Oh, look at you, Joe Batans. Just playing right into my hand here. Of course, I have come up with drink names. You know, it's not commonly known, but as a college student, I worked as a bartender going through college. So I know as my dad used to say when he was alive, no, my son passed the bar exam. Because I was a bartender. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He was 85. It was a dad joke. It was an acceptable dad joke. Anyway, moving on. I have created a couple of three drinks for the three hosts of this show.
Okay.
I have a feeling what the Joe Batance is.
Really? Mm-hmm. Should we start with the Joe Batance? Because I know I want to hear, what do you think the Joe Batance is?
I'm sure it's like tequila and then like, what's that like?
Bitters.
Tequila, bitters, and then like Mexican chocolate or something like that. And what else would there be? Wow. Oh, and then like
taco.
Orange. Just a taco. Just dump in there.
This is so much. No, this is so much better than what I came up with. So it's just
what's
like,
the Joe Batance?
The Joe Batance is actually a very blue drink, Joe. It's just a blue drink. It is tequila, blue, carousel. Is it carousel? Caraco.
Caraco.
Yeah, blue. It's a blue orange liqueur. So it's tequila, blue, Caraco, vodka, rum, and gin.
Jesus.
Half ounce of each, with sour mix and a 7-Up or Sprite.
You see, I think with the actual Joe Batance one, they should have like a not really tequila. It's everything else but no tequila. That way Jordan could drink it.
No, but Jordan can't drink all the rest of this stuff. He's only 16.
He can't have.
He can't have.
Oh,
vodka.
I'm talking about my drink. Yeah. Okay, what's the Taylor the Latte Boy? Let me guess here.
Oh, wow. Okay, go ahead.
Diet Coke.
Oh.
It was all diet drinks. Splenda. And gin.
Can I guess?
Yes, please.
Well, I'm going to assume there's some sort of coffee liqueur in it.
Mm-hmm. Kahlua. Yes, there's Kahlua in it.
Kahlua. Okay. And a jelly donut on the rim.
Oh.
And it's served in a Tervis tumbler.
Yeah. Oh, yes! Yes!
It is actually Kahlua.
Uh-huh.
So an ounce of Kahlua, half ounce of butterscotch schnapps, cream, heavy cream, and then an ounce of vodka. And then you want to actually put whipped cream and drizzle chocolate syrup on top.
You also need to put some aguardiente in it.
No, it is.
We'll have to have something Cuban inside of him.
No, it's the Taylor the Latte.
And you want to serve it to me in the emergency room of St. Anthony's Hospital when I'm waiting to go back in for my next DKA.
It's very reminiscent of a Starbucks latte, like a very like with the whipped cream.
It sounds delicious. I would try that.
It is delicious. So again, an ounce of Kahlua, an ounce of vodka, half ounce of butterscotch schnapps, heavy cream, and then whipped cream on top of that with the chocolate syrup on top of that. And then there's the Daniel Brewer. Go ahead, Joe Batance. What's in the Daniel Brewer?
Just a beer with a joint floating in it.
Pickbeat.com is where you want to go for that. No, it is absolutely, Joe Batance. It is a beer with a joint sticking out of it. No, it's not.
Oh, shit.
I am a native Floridian, so I have taken my native Floridian roots here to be this drink. This is actually a modified Hawaiian shooter. So what you want to do is you want to do an ounce of Southern Comfort, an ounce of Amaretto. That's your base that you've got down in there. So an ounce of Amaretto, an ounce of Southern Comfort. And then you want to use the following juices: cranberry juice, orange juice, pineapple juice, and 7-Up. 7-Up, which is not a juice, but there's the thing. So you basically want to do as much. You want to do cranberry, then a little bit less orange juice, a little bit less pineapple juice, and then shoot it finally with the carbonation, which would be the 7-Up. That is.
I got to correct you for a minute, Daniel, because I've been in some of the homes in Pinellas County serving the families here, and some families do feel as though that 7-Up is a juice for their children, especially at about 9 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. All right. So no one cares about this, but if you want to try those 3 drinks, I swear to God, those are actual drinks. They are. I have taste tested them. I have served them before at my bar. Those are actually decent drinks. So if you want to have it, and the nice thing about it is, oh no, not those. I was going to say, I came up with an Adonis B that you can also have as a shot.
A body shot? Please let it be a body shot.
It could be a body shot if you want. If you want to have an Adonis B, that is actually an ounce of Malibu rum, an ounce of Midori, and then the rest, fill the rest with pineapple. If you do it as a shot, then you just want to basically do more pineapple and then shake it into, and then serve it
You should have something blue in that though to go with his eyes.
No, it's green. Because
do you have anything Greek in there though? Like
no, because we're all green with envy. Yeah, you put a Kalamata olive on top of. No, I don't know.
There's a really like is it ouzo? Is that the name of the Greek alcohol?
It is, yes, ouzo.
Yeah.
Kat, what's her name on Iron Chef? Drinks it. Chef Kat
It's
Cora.
pretty good. I've actually had it many times. I think I actually have some in the house.
There you go.
Are those all the emails and drinks, Daniel?
No, those aren't all the emails, but those are all the drinks.
Perfect.
I wanted to say that we had someone, I can't find the email here, so please forgive me. It could have been a Facebook message. Someone actually made a very valid point that the listeners that we were all picking to call in were all male. That we like completely ignored our female audience out there.
Well, we have next Tuesday. We're going to pick new ones.
And I wish I could remember who it was. It was just like going like, because she was
who
like,
it was.
She was
it
like
was,
the
it was
first.
on Facebook. It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I know. I can find it right now.
All right, yeah. She was like the first person to like, before any of the rest of them did. She was like, how about me? And it's like one of our regular contributors. So it was just like, I felt bad.
Was her name Susie?
Yeah, something like that.
I remember.
Notice how any guy that messages us, we know their name, their first name, we know everything
Sarah,
about them.
Isn't it Sarah Yu? Anyway,
I'm
the
sorry.
point is, when I worked as a bartender, literally, like a guy could come to my bar one time and order a drink, and for the rest of his life, I would remember what he drank. His girlfriend could come to my bar and order the same drink 14 times, and I would still, when she'd come up, go, "Oh, what would you like?" I am so bad. I have no female memory. I so apologize to our female listeners. I'm a horrible, horrible homosexual man.
I'm looking up the messages right now, and I will read it to you when that beautiful Adonis B one just came up.
I thought she posted that on our page. I didn't think that.
Oh yeah, she posted it. You're right. You think she did post on the page? You're right. Okay, hold on for a second. I'm trying to find it. Well, how do you get to our page? Oh wait, here it is. Wait, can't you guys vamp while we do? I look for this.
Sure. Yes. No. Let's vamp away. Vampity vamp.
I just thought of somebody that I would have liked to have seen on this season.
Who would that be, Taylor?
Ben de la Creme.
Oh, you see, that would have been a very interesting one. I was thrilled to see a new episode from, by the way, her name's Sarah Yu.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
I was thrilled to see a new episode from you guys pop up on my podcast alerts on my phone.
Wait, what's her name?
Sarah Yu.
Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Missed all three of you so much. I hope in some future episodes Joe will tell us why his relationship ended. He had seemed so happy. Yeah. And I was hoping for the best for him and his young boy toy. It's honestly that kid's loss. Also, I know, I'm trying to read this with no emotion. Also, I know I will never make favorite listener as I am a female, and I haven't been a frequent poster on this site. You guys mentioned asking listeners to share their respective episode watching rituals. Well, I don't own a television, and I'm a poor grad student. My ritual's pretty boring. I actually stream the episodes within the same day for free on SD about 2 hours after the episode has been broadcast and watch it before I head to bed. Then I will wait the following few days to see a new episode from you guys, and I listen and laugh at the hilarious commentary and obscure cultural allusions regarding the show. Well, we got the obscure cultural allusions down on this episode.
Oh, Fanny Flag. Let's bring back that Fanny Flag reference.
Yeah, Wikipedia's gonna have to go Wikipedia why were there 4 Fanny Flag lookups? I listen to all of you guys mostly when I'm running on a treadmill and just trying to get through the 30-minute span of physical drudgery. I won't lie, I will sometimes re-listen to past episodes of this podcast because I find them funny, and it's a good picker-upper for a shitty day. Sarah, thank you so much, and that is a very nice message.
Yeah,
thank you, Syra. We appreciate that so much. No, I'm kidding. I'm Sarah. We also have some very detailed emails from Tommy and from Jordan Darling, which is a different Jordan, not the 16-year-old Jordan, which we will cover on our next show. Spoiler alert.
Jordan Darling sounds like a member of a boy band.
It does.
Jordan Darling.
But spoiler alert, Tommy.
Won't you ride us?
Tommy, in the off season, has subscribed to all of our individual podcasts. He listens now to Catching Up, Dubious Intent, and Pod's My Copilot on a regular basis. So.
Then we want to apologize to Tommy from the bottom of our hearts.
We're so sorry, especially for that.
I know. I wonder what he thinks of all the shows,
especially that political episode.
Oh, Dan.
Let it go. I liked the political episode.
Thank you. Yeah, Joe hated it, but yeah, thank you very much. Anyway.
No, we'll talk about that off the air.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. All right, I think we're done. Are we done? Or we have something else to do?
Well, I do. I think it's perfect to close the show with some very short Twitter messages from your future ex-husband, Mr. Tyler H.
Yes. Hashtag Tyler H.
Hashtag Tyler H. And they are just some Twitter direct messages we go. And as usual, I like to read them
in the style.
As the character.
Is there
in the
any
style.
kind of background music you would like for this?
Yeah, the Diana Ross song, I'm Coming Out.
Okay. All right. Oh, I got it. I'm coming.
Yeah. So hashtag Tyler H likes to contact us via Twitter usually. So that's usually how we hear from him. And
hold on. I'm trying to find the karaoke version of it. All right. Here we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Any moment.
Okay. I like the intro. By the way, a song that came out 40 years before he was born. Okay, perfect. Listening to the new episode, and Daniel said props to Reddit for getting 7 out of 10 queens correct. But actually, a while back, someone predicted all 10 correctly, but everyone downvoted them and called them a liar. By the way, I was masturbating the whole time. Did I win? And finally, from August 18th, oh my God, that was insane. Michelle went in. Oh my God, I'm dead. I'm hashtag Tyler H. And I'm only 14 years old. Oh.
I'm Tyler H. And I wrote
want the
this
world
tweet.
to know.
Yeah, all right, there we go.
I watched the RuPaul's show.
All right,
God,
our
you are so
assignment.
good at that.
Our assignment for next week is to come up with a new hashtag Tyler H theme song to the tune of "I'm Coming Out." Also,
I might pay flat $29 to write a hashtag Tyler H theme song.
Here's my question though. The real question is like you've teased this now. I am going to. I have my pick of who is going to write us an email first. What order do you want to do this, Joe?
Well, shouldn't we wait till Tuesday? That's when we're all together on Tuesdays.
Okay, all right. So yeah, we'll wait till
so
Tuesday.
we'll reveal that on Tuesday.
I will not say Sarah's name until Tuesday. All right. So
damn it, that was gonna be mine.
For Joe Batance and wait, you're hosting this. Do it.
No. You wrap it up, please.
All right, for Joe Batance and Taylor.
Where can they contact us, Daniel?
And myself, Daniel Brewer. You can find us at dragracerecap.com. You can tweet us at Drag Race Recap. You can find our Facebook at Drag Race Recap. And you can send us an email, RDRR at pride48.com. You know what? You can also just send it to dragracerecap at pride48.com. In fact, you could send it to Big Fat Party Bottom at Pride48. It doesn't matter what you put
Or
in front
Daniel
of
Brewer.
Yeah, it doesn't
Same
matter what
thing.
you put in front of at Pride48.com. I will still get the email, so it's like you can just go wild there. Anyway, the point is, until next week.
Joe said he was going to do it.
Oh, I said I'm going to do it?
Yes. You said you were going to come up with something at the end.
You said you do it on the fly. Yeah, come on, Joe.
Oh,
Regale us
I
with-
thought meant just the closing. Okay,
I'm
here we go.
trying to close it out.
Oh, sashay away.
How is that doing something different?
Sashay. Okay, so what else would I say? What else is there to say but sashay away?
Only Alaska can do Alaska.
Oh, okay. Bye.